When you have number 1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rainbow Warriors will put total leather and we'll get started. And here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Miami's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award now. It is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get even better. When you look at the schedule moving ahead, they're going to have to force feed him.
There he goes. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Touchdown, Miami! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Rainbow Warriors offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the pit. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game, and there's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to pass. It's Lindsey. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. And That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds. He'll be short of the first down. The Canes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Weber. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Running into the open space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a set.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Got a man, it's Russo. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Rainbow Warriors want to move quickly. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. To the air, it's Bell. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Canes! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Couldn't find find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense ever.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The Rainbow Warriors will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Touchdown, Miami! Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 28-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Cal. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And the Rainbow Warriors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Bell. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Rainbow Warriors will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This should be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Complete to the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll run it from the gun. Pass to Stinson, still on his feet. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Turning it on! And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Rainbow Warriors now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Rushes on him, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it, they're on the move. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Canes! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Hawaii ready to go. Work on offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The Rainbow Warriors decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. He'll take the deep shot. Snatches it on the right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like...
There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami!
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside the 15, here's the return. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt it away on 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Got his man on the outside, and they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Canes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the coverage team all over it, and the punt is down inside the 40. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Punts it out of the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, he'll throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. It's Bell. Throws to the tight end. It's picked off, and they've ruined the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
All right, QB, if you throw it near him again, you need to be subbed out. Like, this guy is a ball hawk, does it every single week in and week out, 12 INTs on the season.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. It's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Ripping through the defense. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Here comes the heat. Shakes off the defense. And another broken tackle. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Hawaii, 0.
From inside his own 15, the ball pops out on the return. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, nice to see you actually showed up for today's broadcast in paradise, given all there is to do there in Honolulu. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's say aloha once again to the guys inside Aloha Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Canes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. From the gun, running back on the move. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He breaks a tackle, and they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
Brings him to the open. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking downfield, it's Lindsey. Under fire. Pulls it in, it's Moore.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Third down.
And the Canes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
Military's done. Military's done.
Looking to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Tries to get it on the ground. Powers through the defender. 4th and 1 is one thing, but 4th and 2, sometimes the coaches sort of chicken out at the last minute. Not this time. They go for it and they get it.
I don't disagree. Just that 1 yard does make me think a little bit more. But, dude, I'm going for this. I work on this every single week in practice. I know I get the extra down now, so my 3rd down calls are even different. But 4th and 2, I like the aggressiveness to go get it.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Canes are threatening on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Canes!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Looking for more room. The 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. There's a hit. Caught in the backfield. It's Staley. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got it. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Lindsey. He tries to take the top off. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, the defense is starting to figure it out, I think. It's taken them some time. This guy already has 2 touchdown catches. That time, though, they were in a better position in coverage to force the incompletion.
Takes a hit as he fires. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. From the gun, the give, looking for room. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. The sure hands, it's Staley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 3rd down play from the gun. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rainbow Warriors send out the punt unit. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Lindsey. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Here we go.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He'll take another shot here. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field.
Here we go.
That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Makes the grab. It's Napier. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Finds his tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
And they'll just down it right there.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up with great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times, and it climbs in the end.
Going for the big play. He's got it on the left. Here he goes. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Canes. He got a step and just dusted the field. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Stanford is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Cardinal on the scoreboard. They're up 14 over Florida State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Trying to pick up a first down.
Let's go! Let's go!
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
They booted away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to...
Turning it on! Past the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Flying out to the left. Perhaps a touchdown, saving tackle at the 17. The Rainbow Warriors look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wideout. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's picked off at the goal line. The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own one.
Delay of game. Offense.
A delay of game penalty in this part of the field? Man, the defense just starts spitting fire after that. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can... He lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Just when you think you have this offense pinned down, they come up with a play like that. Now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 35. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. On the run, it's Thomas. At the 45, on his way. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. The give to the back. Plows through and runs through another one. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll go to the ground. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Seven is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've